Hello everyone, I'm ARTiro, and this is my analysis of the Fortnite Manhunt Survivor versus 3 Hunters video. If you haven't seen that already, please check it out. Link in the description below, because there are spoilers for that in this video. But yeah, this is pretty much my breakdown of all the interesting moments in there and what I have to say and what was sort of going on in my mind as I was being chased by 3 psychopaths with shotguns.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay,
go. So right here, that was actually a cut that we made. The first attempt, I instantly died. I fell into a tree, and here is footage of that happening.
Redeploy on? No.
No, it's not.
He's going to the loot llama.
That was a fast one.
So basically, we had a rule where if I were to die in the first like 3-ish minutes, we would just restart because that'd be no fun. So that is why I had to cut there. Yeah, there's just a little bit of extra scene of me falling and dying off of a tree, which is kind of funny. So this car and the cars in this whole video were so annoying because they had the stupid radio glitch.
Oh,
let's go!
Oh, I have diamonds.
Right here.
I have diamonds.
They had this stupid radio glitch that kept on like flipping over and over, and I could not do anything about that. So I had to cut out most of the parts of me driving in a car, which was a lot of the beginning of the video. So that's why there were a lot of random cuts in the beginning of the video, just because like I wanted to get as little annoyance possible into the actual cut of the video. What's happening?
We're going.
Oh, I just got a purple charge. So this charge shotgun pretty much allowed me to win. If you don't know already, I'm insane with the charge, and without it, I don't think I'd be able to actually kill anyone. I can't. Oh my god. So that was actually a cut. Basically, what happened was the boats have gotten an update where it's harder to steer them, so I accidentally kept on steering it to sand, and it forced me to basically have to fight Darth Vader here. But luckily, it worked out because I was able to kill him.
I have one more.
I also took this fight because he was the only one, and I knew that the other 2 were separated, so I could easily take him on.
Bro, Matt,
Let's go! There's like, oh god, there's literally no path. Oh, there is a path. So right here, Wi-Fi is chasing me, and I also realized that Weird is appeared on the map. So I want to try to get myself as far away from them as possible and then fight him. And then I remembered that close by there is a mountain, and then if I get to the mountain, I can kind of start fighting one of them and then hopefully kill him by the time the other guy comes. And that is pretty much what I use, and the mountain will appear in a second here. Yeah, that is the mountain I end up going to.
To catch him.
So right here, I get into the car to try to run away from them again, but then I realize that the radio glitch is happening again. So I'm like, okay, you know what, screw it. I don't want to be in a car that's glitchy because I'm going to have to cut it out again. So I just decided to fight them. And it almost ended in me losing, but I think it was worth it because in the end I got Matt's gold charge, which also helped me win.
Let's go! He got me, no!
Once I killed Matt, I instantly grabbed his gold charge and I knew I could fight Weird. So right here, I could have taken him on and I probably could have killed him, but I decided to run because we had been fighting for a solid minute or 2 and I didn't want Darth Vader to catch up to us. But it kind of backfired because I wasn't expecting Weird to also rush me. And
why are you chasing me?
Yeah, like I said,
Get away from me!
It was so difficult to control this car, and that's why this happens. And I'm panicking, and I have to get out. I probably might have been able to escape, but it would have been too close. So I get out of the car because I knew I had a combat, so I knew he would be able to kill me out of the car. So I got out. I started healing up.
How did you hit me for so much?
And luckily, right here, I get a huge hit on Weird. Boom, 102 with the charge, and I try to go for another one, but he cones me. So I decided that this is the time I can run away. I can use this time to run away. So that is exactly what I do.
Ow! Oh, what?
Okay, I just included this part because the music perfectly lined up with me shooting my combat at Matt. It was beautiful. So I just I don't know. I just wanted to include that in the video.
Wait, guys, I think I got the best idea ever.
What?
Okay, so right here, Matt says he has the best idea ever, and I look down and I see them both at the base of my structures, and I also hear a pickaxe swing, I think. So I obviously know that his plan is to break me down. So I use that time to sort of jump away and use my grappler to sort of get as far away as possible. Unfortunately, Darth Vader figures out the plan, but luckily for me, it actually like took him a couple seconds, so I got a little bit of a head start on the chase. Okay, I should have died in this fight. I should not have survived this fight, and I'm just gonna let you see why. I'm gonna pause obviously, but I'm gonna show you why I should have died right here.
He's not cracked, but like I did some damage on him.
Right here, Matt just did a ton of damage, driving me down to 6 HP. Both of them are on me. They both have shields, and it's not looking good for me. There are some very close calls in this battle. Let me show you guys.
He's actually like,
Right here, this entire side of me is open. Matt could have easily side jumped and shot me and I'd have been dead.
80 health.
Luckily, he did not. Luckily, he went below the ramp. If he went to the side and shot, I would have died, but he went below, so I could place up and go above. On this side, I don't think you caught that, but on this side, Darth Vader is coming, and I quickly did a turn. So Matt's right here. I did a complete 180. That was kind of fast. I'm sorry, I went too fast, but I did a complete 180, blocked Darth Vader off right here, and jumped up above. And he shot, so if I didn't block that off, I would have died. Also, he has a clear shot on my toes right here, but he is on his pickaxe because he's trying to break that. So luckily, I got lucky there too. I start cranking. I actually choke myself, which is even worse. And I sort of, right there, Darth Vader is above me. I see that, so I do a quick 180 again, and I go back down, and I go back up like that. Right here, this entire side is exposed. I don't know why I kept on doing risky things like that, but this entire side is exposed to me. And I mean, luckily I do it, but it's just things like that, man. Right here, this is the best, not the best, but this is the most terrifying thing ever. This wall is not placed right now. He has a clear shot on my head, and I hear him charging up his shotgun or whatever he has. Boom. I placed it at the same time he shot his shot. And it was lined up right for my head. If I didn't place that, I would have died. I actually coned myself there, and he thinks he coned me. Just a little funny Easter egg. Or boxed him, and then I just exited out. That actually confused him. I didn't mean to do that, but it confused him, and it kind of gave me a couple seconds of like a head start. So I guess that kind of helped in my favor. Okay. Also, I don't think a lot of people saw this, but because he didn't really have a reaction, but he died. He didn't stick the landing. It's funny because I didn't know that too. In my mind, I'm still getting chased by 2 of them, so that's why I'm not talking at this time. That's why I'm super serious. He had no reaction to that. I don't know why he didn't react at all, but he died right here. So that's why a lot of people in the comments were confused about why he how he disappeared. Yeah, he died right there. Weird says it in the middle, but like it's too sweaty to realize.
How did you die by fall damage?
Yeah, Weird just said it.
Oh my god, I'm running out of.
Okay, so I'm healed up a little bit more, so I feel a little more confident to bouncer. The reason I didn't do that before is since I was at 6 HP, any shot would have killed me. So I feel a little more confident. I bounce pad. I start to celebrate because I see that Darth Vader is not here anymore. So I assume that he's dead. But then I realize that Matt's still here, so I say it's not over yet.
On me?
Right here, if Wi-Fi Man was not on less than 51 HP, he probably would have killed me. But luckily he was a little weak, so luckily my combat in the beginning weakened him up, so I could easily kill him.
Okay,
so I find a drum shotgun, and the reason I didn't pick this up is in order for the drum shotgun to actually perform well, you need to be like in people's faces. And since this is Manhunt and I'm on the run and I want to be as far away from them as possible, if I try to go up to them with a drum shotgun, I might kill one person, but then I'd get swarmed by 2 others and they'd easily kill me. So instead of picking up the drum shotgun, I hit it in a bush so no one else could get it. And I didn't pick it up.
Forgot he probably has. He probably.
Okay, so right here, I still wanted to keep my plan of swimming. Instead of swimming this way, I'd swim that way. But then I see Darth Vader coming out in a freaking boat. So I'm like, oh my god, okay, I need to do my shockwave strat. I was going to do it, but then I thought I might get away with just swimming the other way. But once I saw him in a boat, I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to do the shotgun strat.
I see you with the
Shockwave
boat.
strat.
No.
So instead, I pretend that I'm going to fight Matt. I say, I have to fight you.
I have to fight Mr. Man over here, Mr. Wi-Fi Man.
And instead of that, I just
The only
box up
chance is to
and
kill that,
do that.
or that, or
And so the reason I said I want to fight Matt is just to kind of like, again, sort of not scare him, but like give him the energy so he might like waste mats or he might like try a little harder, and then I just dip and he's just speechless. Right here, it should have been easy going for me, but unfortunately the IO guards are to my left and Weird is in like coming right at me, and then they're chasing me. So it gets kind of tough, but I kind of wiggle my way out. This part's insane because all 3 of them are chasing me, and there's still 9 whole minutes left. So the only way I think to myself I can do this is if I go into stealthy and kind of stall them in stealthy. I actually don't go inside stealthy, but I use the walls to sort of stall them. Right here, I take a risk to drink a big shield, and it actually works out really well because Mr. Wi-Fi Man was on my tail, but he stops to break a tree, and if he didn't break that tree, he probably would have caught me with a shotgun. I try to do a quick edit play on him. I land on his head, and I luckily I do kill him, making him have to respawn all the way back at Holly. But he hits me for 170 damage.
Where?
And this was the most terrifying thing. I mean, there was obviously a lot of parts where I was terrified out of my mind, but this was scary because I was 30 HP. If you look at the minimap, they are right here, bro. You can even see the car. They're right on me. Luckily, they get out of the car. If Matt instead of running me, if Matt instead of getting out of the car just ran into me with that car, I would have died. I would have literally. I mean, they didn't know. I mean, I guess yeah, they didn't know. But if he had run me over instead of trying to get out of the car and pump me, I would have died. And luckily, these shockwaves came
Oh my
in
god, man.
clutch.
Oh, that's not cool.
And Matt is very disappointed, as you could tell from his tone. He's like, "Oh, that's not cool."
69.
I don't. Okay.
Okay, so right here, I think I did a pretty dumb move, but there were 20 seconds on the clock, and I was so far ahead of them. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna make the ending a little more interesting. I'll just shockwave to them and sort of make it sort of interesting, like I said, to like the viewers when they're at the end. So I shockwave over there. Unfortunately
Shockwave!
for me, Darth Vader here has a shockwave too, and I did not expect that because I thought that I'd be vibing, and it came down so close. I'll show you in a couple seconds here, but I almost lost with like 2 seconds left. Right here, I shockwave straight up, and I get him into a box. He hits me for a lot, I hit him for a little bit, and I edit down onto his head. There's 3 seconds remaining, by the way. 3 seconds remaining. If he hit me right here, I would have been dead. I was at 53 HP. He had a pump, I think. But luckily, he places a ramp, and that is kind of what saves me. But even here, 2 seconds left. He could still edit and pump me, but then I use my charged shotgun to shoot at the roof instead of him, so I can break out easily. And time. That was a little too close. Also, all 3 of them were there, by the way, at the end. It got a little too close for my liking, but it made one insane ending.
It's over, boys.
And then
It's over.
I die right away. Yeah, he also had shields, by the way. He had so many shields, so I would have definitely died if he didn't place that ramp. So yeah, that was Fortnite Manhunt, my analysis over it, and yeah, this was a banger of video to record, and a lot of you loved it. and I loved it. And I loved editing it and loved recording it. So that was my analysis. If you have any more questions, I would be happy to answer them. If you're confused on a part of the video, just put the part of the video in this comment section or in the video's comment section. I'll probably answer them or something. But this was a very interesting thing, and if you guys like it, hit the like button, and I will be glad to do more analyses. I don't know. My brain doesn't work anymore. I used up all my brain cells on this one video. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, and I'll probably do more manhunts and analyses. I'm not saying it right, aren't I?